We are now joined by today's Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 winner, Jimmie Johnson, driver of the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet. Jimmie, obviously with this win here today, you have tied Dale Earnhardt for 7th on the all-time NASCAR Sprint Cup Series wins list. Talk about your trip to victory lane here today.
Yeah, special for sure. Gosh, it's hard to, I entered the sport just hoping I could win a race and keep a job for a few years, and to have 76 and tie Dale Earnhardt Sr. is something I'm very, very proud of, and I didn't have a chance to race against him, unfortunately, but today, there's been a big void in my mind about not having that chance to race against him, and it was literally, a handful of months away from having that opportunity. So to tie him today, for myself personally, gives me a little something. It's a little bit of attachment to the great Dale Earnhardt, and something I'm very proud of.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. We'll start with Bob, Nate, and then we'll go to Tucker.
Bob Pockris, ESPN, on that topic. Did you ever watch Earnhardt and say, I wish I want to be able to do that? And then also, the fact that Dale Jr. is very complimentary of you, Kelly Earnhardt Miller tweeted, congratulations and everything. Does that mean something? Is it comforting to know that the Earnhardt family is kind of supportive and congratulatory of you at this moment?
Yeah, without a doubt, and made me smile more to hear that Kelly sent out that tweet. I talked to Dale 6 months ago, or a while ago, last year at some point about it, and I also talked to Jeff. I was shocked that he had a little bit of backlash when he flew the 3 flag in Phoenix, and I was like, really? Why? So I just made sure that I spoke to Junior a little bit, and he shared with me that he really feels like his dad would have had a ton of respect for me and would have enjoyed racing against me, and we would have had a great friendship. So kind of covering that base with Dale a while ago helped me, and with the confusion of how overtime works, I kind of forgot that win was 76, and then it hit me after I had taken the checkered flag and was doing my victory lap, and so I had to come back around and certainly wanted to pay respect to Dale. What was the first part of your question, Bob?
Did you ever watch anything that Dale did that I want to do?
Yeah, as a spectator watching him, I was in shock at Bristol when he got Terry and Terry still won. I thought, wow, that was cool to win that way. And then the next time he got Terry and he won, I was like, ooh. And I couldn't believe that the entire place booed him. So my younger brother Jarrett was a big Earnhardt fan, and I ended up being a Gordon fan. And the banter we had back and forth through all of it was just fun. And reminds me, I guess it's just what all of our fans do day in and day out, and they pick their driver and have their rivalries internally in their own house. So a lot of fun memories of picking on my brother, but he won a lot, so it was tough to always have the upper hand.
All right, we'll go to Nate Ryan.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. 2 for you, Jimmie, real quick. Did you know, when you were told you weren't doing a burnout, were you sad about that fact, and did you understand why you were told you couldn't do a burnout?
No, I still did kind of a small one. I'm not sure why, but I wasn't sure why.
Okay.
Is there a reason?
Inspection, the 18. Chad was worried about what happened to the 18 on Friday.
Okay.
So you weren't so upset about it?
I still kind of did one. So you just get used to doing them. It's so much fun to do them and burn the tires off the car.
Second one for you. I know you don't really think about your career in these sorts of ways, but I'm going to ask anyway. Atlanta's been a really special place for you. I mean, you won the first race here after the plane crash. You had that moment when you went 13th to 2nd, and I think 2008. You've got this today. Is there something about this place that's more special than other places? Do you think about tracks that way at all?
All right, we'll go to the back.
Jacob Seelman, 3 Wildlife Race Chaser Online. Jimmie, I've got 2 for you. First, 76 wins. I know you've said a couple of times already it's a big deal. You've won the Daytona 500 twice, won the Southern 500, won the 600 3 or 4 times. But this win today at this track, where do you put this one on the list of accomplishments over the course of your career?
Well, I think gamble that Chad made puts it in a special category, and the fact that we're able to hold on and get there. And then obviously the fact that it's my 76th and tying Dale, I don't know if it's bigger than my first win, but it's right there with it. This is a very, very special and meaningful day.
And as far as the course of this whole race with the new package and how you guys basically having to manhandle the cars the way you did for so long today, do you feel like this puts the cars even more back in your wheelhouse than it seems like they've been over the last 6 or 8 years, knowing how good you've been since 2006 when the run started?
Yeah, I think that 14 and 15, the rules package didn't suit my style as much. We still found ways to win, but I think I had a hard time sensing the grip level of the car and knowing how to get that last tenth or two out of it. My background in racing on the dirt, I think, really lends to this package, and then certainly a track like Atlanta today and how much tire wear we have lends to my background. So for me, directionally, I love the direction things are going in and love to see more.
All right, we'll go up to the press box for a question.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. Most likely with this one, you're going to lock yourself into the chase. You guys have always won early and kind of used the time between now and the final 10 races to really build on your playoff program. But in the last couple of years with the new format, you and Chad just don't seem to have the magic or haven't quite figured out the format. What have you guys talked about in the off season to combat the miscues that you've experienced in the last 2 chase playoffs?
Yeah, it's hard to put our fingers on just one thing. I feel that it's tough to maintain the pace or the expectations that we have for ourselves on the Lowe's team, and I think managing that is something that we haven't done as well as we could. And starting the seasons hot and being strong and winning and doing all those things is very important, but it's tough to carry that through the entire year. So I think we've kind of recognized that over the off season, and hopefully we can not overwork ourselves and have peace of mind and patience, and not be on a razor's edge through the summer months and carry the right momentum into the fall. And with all that said, I know that we didn't have a great summer last year. I felt like we started the chase and was very strong and had a weird mechanical get us. So that's where it's so hard to put our finger on. It's not just one thing, but I feel like managing the pace and the effort that we put in through the year up until the chase is something that we're going to address and should do a much better job with this year.
All right, we'll come up here to the front and then finish up with Jim Utter.
Jimmy, Corey Hodges, WZZQ, Gaffney's Hot FM. You talk about how you're such a good driver when it comes to the chase. I know it's been a couple seasons since that championship, but you're trying to tie Dale Sr. for 7 titles. You got obviously that 76 career-tying win today, but the elation that you had today with this victory, how would it feel to tie Senior in championships? It's on a whole nother level, and you're certainly the guy that can do it. But how would that really feel to do that?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to go there. It would be it'd be massive. The 6 that I have, I know how special and meaningful they are, and if I have that chance to win a 7th and tie Petty and Earnhardt would be just monumental. Today's win in tying Earnhardt for the race wins, I mean, it's really deep and a lot of pride, and I feel amazing from it, so I can only imagine what a championship would do. Thanks.
All right, and we'll finish up with Jim Utter.
Jim Utter, Motorsport.com. Jimmy, you were talking earlier about all the things that you had to do in this race, how your team was tested, green flag pit stops, getting on and off pit road. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on how Chase today went today. It seemed like, in a way, if he was thrown to the fire as far as what you could possibly expect in the first real race of the non-restricted plate race of the season, and ran on the top 10 the whole day.
Yeah, I would see his number up on the pylon going by, and was real happy to see him having a good day. And it reminded me of my rookie season run here. I think we raced twice here back then. And the confidence that I had myself after running in the, I think I finished 5th or 6th or something. But to see the leaders all day long, to stay on the lead lap, there was a lot of green flag runs. That point in time, I still look back and say that Atlanta race let me know that I could win, let me know that I could race with the best guys in the business. And Chase came to congratulate me in victory lane, and I was thinking all of those things when I heard where he ended up finishing. I knew that he had a good day, but I'm not sure where the results turned out. And I can't wait to share that with him, because I feel like I had a similar moment, and I want him to be able to build on that and because he's a very humble guy. I want him to build the confidence that he can do this. And so it had a tough role to come in and fill Jeff Gordon's role in that 24 car, and to win the pole at Daytona and to come here and have such a great run. He's off to a great start.
All right, Jimmie, thanks for joining us, and again, congratulations. Just make a quick note, this was the 40th victory for Chevrolet in the NASCAR Sprint Cup